Howdy everybody, Matt here. As the title says, this is my 1,000 subscriber video. So, it's been about a little over a year now since I started my channel. My first upload was on September 5th. Today's the last day of September in 2021. And it has just been such an awesome journey. I appreciate all of you guys who subscribed and viewed my content and shared it and supported me with Austin, Texas gardening. It's funny, this is kind of the end of a life stage. I don't know what the right term is, the end of a season for my wife and I as well. When I bought this house in February of 2020, I was a programmer, software engineer. I was not interested in gardening at all. And because of the lockdown, it was just a hobby I took up. That same fall, I decided to get into gardening and started the YouTube channel, of course. And now it's a little bittersweet that we are getting ready to sell our home. So we will be moving out at the end of October. This is the last month in this house, but there's all sorts of cool things on the horizon. We're moving into a larger house with a bigger backyard, and we're gonna have all sorts of fun gardening projects in the future. What that does mean is that we have to leave behind the fruit trees in the backyard orchard and all of the fun gardening projects we've been doing here, apart from the things that are in containers, like my pineapples or the avocados and things like that. So once again, I can't believe how quickly time has passed by. I started this channel, just to turn my hobby into something a little more fun. I thought that being a software engineer for so many years, I'm used to being trapped in an office cubicle, and I think it is just so good to get out in creation and just go outside and just get some fresh air, but also get some physical activity. And digging up the clay soil, planting all the fruit trees that I've done has just been something that's been so much fun. So thanks again for partnering with me this far. And what 1,000 subscribers means is that I've just unlocked the community tab. So that's really exciting. I'm gonna be able to share and promote content for other content producers, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I have a whole bunch of shout outs I wanna give today. There's so many different channels that I admire, that have been supportive, that have been just sharing my stuff and lifting me up on the way here. And I wanna lift others up and just help the community really feel like a community. So the first person I wanna give a big shout out to is Matthew Willis. Matthew is one of the few guys who lives in Austin and has hit me up in real life. He's a super cool dude. Check him out on TikTok. His TikTok is Matthew Lee Willis. I think the actual title might be Stay at Home Dad Tips. He's a really good guy. His content's funny. It's very informative. And I'm sure when I become a father, I will be checking that out as well. And I don't know if Sugar wants to join us in this video. We'll just let her do her thing. The other one is Eat the Canvas. I love your work, man. Your channel deserves so many more subscribers than it has. The content that you made is great. I encourage you to keep producing it. Love the thumbnails. You're doing a great job, man. Of course, I have to mention Seed to Plate. And forgive me, I've forgotten your actual first name, but I love your content. Seed to Plate is a fellow Austinite. She's been making videos about, obviously, growing vegetables from seed to plate in her backyard here in Austin, Texas. And so we have never met or really spoken to each other, but she makes awesome content, and I highly recommend you guys check out her channel. I also want to give a shout out to Blaine's Plant Vlog. Blaine's Plant Vlog. Blaine has been making these videos for a long time, just backyard, orchard, gardening kind of things, and she uploads so regularly. Highly recommend you give her a subscribe if you need fresh content, if you're interested in seeing updates. Weekly. She'll update on all the different plants she has, and Blaine has just been super responsive and commenting on my videos and promoting stuff. It's awesome to have you in the community, Blaine. I also highly recommend giving a sub to Mini Urban Farm. I believe the folks that run that channel, and again, I don't know names, but they've recently sold their place as well and are moving out to some acreage. So I'm sure the Mini Urban Farm is now becoming a larger rural farm. I don't know if you're gonna change your channel name, but I'll have a link in the description so people can check you out. Of course, Suburban Grower. I know you're up in, I think, Round Rock or Georgetown, so a little bit north of me, but if you need advice for peach trees, citrus in Zone 8B, or anything like that, Suburban Grower, check him out. He's a good guy. And then, of course, the Old Church 5-acre homestead. Our good friend who lives up in Canada got to 1,000 subscribers in just a couple of months because the content he produces is so rich and informative and interesting. If you're new to homesteading, or if you're just interested in kind of like northern climate gardening and homesteading in general, check him out. He makes great content. I obviously have to mention the prolific Family Stead, and I should know you. We should be on a first name basis by now, but I super admire your channel and admire your content. I love what you're doing. The content's funny. The GTA soundtrack stuff always gives me a laugh. And you're doing a great job with all the backyard gardening you've been doing. Your hydrangea video, your sweet potato video have blown a lot of the stuff I've done out of the water. And I'm definitely taking notes when I'm watching your content. It's quality stuff, man. I'm gonna butcher this one, so give me a break here, but UDW channel is a, I don't wanna guess where you're from. It's very clearly Southeast Asia. I almost said Indonesia. I wanna say that. That's just off the top of my head. My notes just have your channel name. I don't know anything else beyond that. But he makes a bunch of videos about tropical fruits and different things like that, and is super responsive in the community, commenting on things, sharing stuff. I don't know if you're at 1,000 subscribers yet, Yudi, but you should be. So go check out his channel. The next one is the Jesus Loving Homesteader. Is it the? I think it's just Jesus Loving Homesteader. I love y'all's channel. I still remember your video on spaghetti squash. It was great. We love spaghetti squash. I've always wanted to give it a try. And of course, you know, I love the way that you guys have worked your faith into your videos. Fellow brother and sister in Christ, I just want to promote your channel. I highly recommend you guys check them out. They've got a whole bunch of different tutorials and fun different videos of things that they've been growing in their backyard. Highly suggest you guys check them out. And I just also wanted to throw out a few, like, you know, some of these people produce content, some of them don't, but I really appreciate your faithfulness isn't the right term. I appreciate your consistency in commenting and providing helpful feedback on a lot of my videos. So many of my videos, so much of my personal knowledge and content has improved from people sharing their own experience and encouraging me in the videos that they've, in the comments of the videos that I've been posting. And so I wanna give a shout out to Bob the Slacker. Super appreciate you, man. You show up time and time again to help me out with stuff. Victoria Bailey, good luck with your family's property. I know you've been mentioning that you are coming into either an inheritance or you may be buying something. Once you get that piece of land, I'm so excited to see what you're gonna do with it. Smita's Fresh from My Garden. You make a variety of content and you're always showing up to leave comments on my videos. I appreciate that a ton. Summer of Stacy, I haven't seen you upload in a while, but you should. I really enjoyed your content and you should check out our channel. You've been super consistent in showing up to mine. Mullet Ranch, I don't know if your full channel name is Mullet Ranch Backyard Orchard or just Mullet Ranch. You guys do a great job as well. Love your content. It's awesome, man. Steffi Joe, appreciate your support so much. You've showed up to so many of my backyard garden tours and given me helpful feedback and just supportive feedback. So thanks for that. Wicked Awesome Gardening. Yeah, same deal. Like anybody who's showing up consistently, commenting and supporting other gardeners in the community helps me out a lot. And I think it's really cool. I appreciate your support. I gotta mention my good buddy, Jacob Weaver. You have been so supportive, man. Thanks for the bananas. Thanks for buying the t-shirt. Thanks for being a good friend. Love it, dude. Appreciate you, man. And Porchlight Gardener. My note here says, your channel deserves way more subscribers. I think you must be a little newer to the community, but go check out the Porchlight Gardener's channel. You've been awesome just commenting and sharing my stuff. And so big thanks to that. And of course, please go check out my wife's channel, CR Watrich. She's doing a series right now on the cult she grew up in, totally unrelated to gardening, but just go check it out. Go subscribe. It's super interesting. People are fighting in the comments, having religious debates in the comments. You'll love it. It's great. And so I also wanted to give a couple of shout outs to some subreddits that have been super helpful in my journey along the way, just welcoming me into the community and tolerating a lot of the spam that I've been putting out there. Every time I upload a video, I always post to at least 2 or 3 subreddits. So wanted to give a shout out to Austin Gardening, obviously Austin, Texas Gardening. So our Austin Gardening, that is. You guys are awesome. Love the help, love the constructive criticism, love the helpful feedback. Want to give a shout out to R Pflugerville. I'm gonna stop saying R. It sounds weird in real life on Reddit. The subreddits are like /r/Pflugerville. I'm gonna say Pflugerville. You guys are great. Even though the sub has nothing to do with gardening, every time I post there, I get such, not just helpful feedback, but support. and I really appreciate that. I also appreciate horticulture, permaculture, and Texas State Garden. Those are 3 subreddits that are just awesome. The type of enthusiasm that I get, people sharing my content, and people giving me both correction and support has helped me make the past, I guess it's like 83 videos now. I've been doing this for just 13 months, but it's added up quite a bit. Of course, Plant Progress and Watch Plants Grow. You guys are great. I've gotten thousands of upvotes, dozens of shares, posting my time lapses there, and I will continue to make time lapses. I have a bunch in the works. I'm working on a Monstera prop right now, and I'm gonna time lapse it. It should be great. Thanks for letting me be a part of the community. It's just been really cool to be a part of those subreddits. And finally, backyard orchard and urban gardening. Again, same deal. You guys are great. Like, I think my channel would have grown a lot more slowly and I would have had a lot less exposure without all those avenues to share my content. So thanks so much. As we get ready to transition into this next season, I don't really know what that's gonna look like. I've been reading some articles about how the Farmer's Almanac is saying that the winter of 21 and I guess like January, February of 22 might have another historic winter storm. So I'm thinking about planting peach trees at the new house. I'm not really sure what all I want to plant if we're getting ready for another bone-chilling winter, but I will definitely be doing, indoor Monstera and pothos props. I will be setting up my avocados and my pineapples that are in buckets in the garage. There's a sweet potato harvest on the way. Stay tuned, there's a lot more cool stuff coming. I'm very excited for the end of 2021 and even more excited for the spring of 2022. But Austin, Texas gardening isn't going anywhere. I don't know if I've said this in the video yet. We're moving to Manor, actually. I said a bigger house, bigger backyard. It's in Manor. So it's like 4 minutes from Austin. I'm not gonna change my channel name. I'm sticking with Austin, Texas gardening. But technically it's Manor. I'm sure it'll be Austin in a couple of years. The city seems to be growing all the time. But as always, super appreciate you guys watching if you're still watching at this point in the video. Thanks again for just subscribing and supporting my content, and stay tuned. I'm excited to see what the future holds.